Greetings, it is I, the Dalek Emperor. Welcome back to another DALEKCAST. Our first question comes from Dillian Stolensberger. It reads, Davros was not the true Emperor of the Daleks, but you are the perfect god of all Daleks. Chuck Norris passed away, yes. I know. Rest in peace, Chuck Norris, apparently. Anyway. Yeah. Stolensberger has also, shown me this. War of the Monsters. This is Origin of All Monsters. No idea what that is, but okay. Thank you. Right. Question, apparently. Would you, this is from Alberding. Oh, actually, no, we got another question here. It's from Trinity Vincent. I have found the test results of your casing, and well, there is a problem. When you use emergency temporal shift, your casing is Oh, okay, I should probably look into that. Remember the time that you stopped yourself, that almost destroyed your creator. When you went back in time to stop yourself, I found the footage of you, Storm was one of the one spying on you. Okay, well, I'll look into that. Don't worry about that, Trinity Vincent. Right. Right, here we go. Alberding has said, here, you're not wrong. They are literally nothing more than a amateur council of villainous jokes. Yes. Agreed, they sure are a bunch of foolish idiocies. The Council of Villains, involving Palpatine and many, many others, are not true villains. They don't understand the powers they wield. They are weak, foolish. They do not understand how power can be obtained. I have conquered thousands of universes with my ever-waking might. And have I failed once? No. I would be able to do things far better than you will, Palpatine, and your pathetic little band of freedom fighters. You're all amateurs. We are the ones that came first. We are the first fantasy sci-fi villains that are specifically the first ones that actually have a brain cell compared to these newer villains that you probably would expect. We're all fools. We are 10 times as powerful than any of those interlopers. Alberding says, would you take Emperor Palpatine's offer to join the Council? If you did, which members of the Supreme Council would you assign for this task in order to help Palpatine? Well, I would probably assign, probably... I'll probably send Davros, because everyone seems to know who Davros is, and yeah, and plus, he's pretty much a fool. But again, if not Davros, then myself, because I wanted to whip those interlopers, those amateurs, into shape. Anyway, very well. We have some video suggestions here. We got some from Giratina saying for DALEKCAST we have Legendary Godzilla vs Gypsy Avenger, no idea what that is. Titan, no idea what that is. This is Mega God. What? Don't you mean Mecha Godzilla? Sirenhead vs Lighthead, who the fuck's that? Who the hell's Mega Godzilla? Who's this? Who's Stridges? What's Stridges? What's that all about? Oh yeah, Gypsy. Oh yeah, from Pacific Rim. Yeah, I know who Gypsy. I know those Titan things. What are they called again? The mech suits from Pacific Rim. I can't even remember what they're called again. Oh yeah, I think they're called Jaegers or something? I don't know. But anyway, yeah, I'd be interested to see these, yes. Or could we go to Egg M? We also have a 12-minute and 13-minute videos made by Grand Army of the Republic. The first one is Council of Utterly Evil. And the next one is the Council of Villains Shredder. Oh, Shredder. As in from Ninja Turtles. But he's not a villain. Again, amateurs, they're all amateurs. Once I enter this Council of Villains, I will show them exactly what it means to be a Dark Lord, specifically a Dark Lord Obscuro. They'll be quaking in their boots from the aura that surrounds me. I'm literally an aura farmer of the Daleks. Anyway, we also have Daleks talking about Red Dwarf. This is made by Harry Alpha. Again, another one made by Harry Alpha. The Apocalypse Elementary Creation, 2 minutes long. A Yarn Hub video that is, oh my goodness, 15 minutes. Okay, I'm probably not going to be able to fit everything in. Yeah, I'll probably fit a few things in, but not a lot, yeah. I'll have a look at all of them. I will fit some of Orbiting's stuff, but that's quite a lot of them. I don't want the video to be too long, so let's observe it. Okay, so due to the amount of videos, I'm going to have to cut some video, down a bit from the playlist, sadly, because there's quite a lot of them, and I don't want to fit too many in. That's the thing. So sorry about this, but anyway, yeah, sorry about that. I know you want me to have a look at all of them, Giratina, specifically Giratina, but there's quite a lot of videos already in here, and I don't want to like fit too many in. So anyway, let's have a look. Oh, why is this
Plan, Sidious. I still don't understand how this Death Star works, but if it is as mighty as you are saying, our enemies stand no chance.
Indeed.
All units of the Fire Nation are at your disposal.
I assume that includes even those mighty firebenders?
Yes, Sidious. All of my firebenders, as well as my daughter Azula, will be at your service.
Azula is a fool. Same with yeah, she's crazy. Same with Zuko from Avatar. I've heard a lot about your offspring. They're very rebellious.
Excellent. And what about your Death Eaters, Voldemort? Can we count on them?
Come on, guys. Get a piece of my beef Wellington before it gets cold.
Well done, Garmadon. Perfect medium rare. And that smell... Gordon Ramsay would be proud.
So you're suggesting putting 9 Nazgul rings into marketable security?
Gordon Ramsay? Ah, yes. I heard, oh yeah. I saw this film with Ray Fiennes in quite recently called The Menu, so quite topical, isn't it, Voldemort?
This way, you can use collateral for loans, so you can stay in debt to get rid of taxes while retaining your cash flow. Good idea. Also, consider trademarking "one ring to rule them all" as a catchphrase. It's quite catchy.
Guys, please, could you finally start focusing on conquering the multiverse?
Look, Sidious, don't tell me what to do. I'll conquer the multiverse when I feel like it.
And when will that be?
Yeah, a couple of days.
But not yet.
Everything has its time, Sidious.
Indeed, there is this saying, a Dark Lord never conquers
Yeah,
too
exactly.
late, nor too early.
That's precisely when he means to.
Wise saying, Sauron?
I am clearly fishing in an empty barrel. Anyway, as I was saying...
Wait.
Yeah, I hear that.
Well, I always did have a flair for silver and white.
Lord Shen, what are you doing here? Get out of here, you goddamn peacock.
But this void is really overdoing the monochrome theme.
Is that a peacock?
So, you finally decided to buy it for me. That's actually really kind of you.
Vader, I'll say this for the 10th and the last time. I'm not buying you a peacock.
But why? The peacock and I could dominate social media together. Just imagine all those
That'd be
likes.
funny.
Yes, the Dark Lord of the selfies. That's what the galaxy needs right now.
I guess your ritual now summons white birds instead of Dark Lord Sidious.
Maybe try a rabbit next time.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time Sidious messed up his spell.
Any audience, I will not monologue to the void. I have standards. Oh, and speaking of the devil, greetings, peasants. Would you be so kind as to direct me to Gongmen City?
Excuse me, who are you calling peasants?
You are excused. Now, which way
I think you'll find you're not in China, you idiot. You're in the void, Shen.
One will speak to Fire Lord Ozai like that, you insolent bird.
You should address royalty with your grace. Can you believe it? Politeness is really hard to find these days.
He is not wrong, though. People are becoming more and more rude.
Yeah, whatever. Now bow to me.
I will not bow to any peacock, let alone a rude one.
Oh, damn.
What's up, guys? Nunu here.
Oh, these bloody ass.
And honestly,
Okay, I guess if politeness must be instilled through force, so be it. I will teach you the consequences of your rudeness.
Ramadan, heat up the pan. We're having roasted peacock pigeon.
Peacock pigeon.
Oh, don't worry. Your end will be Wait, what the hell is a peacock pigeon?
Or are you a tiger peacock?
Huh?
Peacock squirrel?
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? I am just a peacock.
Wait, you're not a hybrid of two animal species.
What are you talking about, Ozai?
Obscure.
Hold on a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. God damn it, she was right again. I can already hear her smugness from here.
Now here is the Dark Lord that I really sinking my teeth into. Someone who actually understands it. Again, yes. Yeah, now this is what I call a non-amateur.
Who was right?
No, sorry. It was just my
Yeah, I told you, you're better Dark Lord than any of those
If you continue this
credits.
dark path, blah, blah, a warrior of black and white. And then she told me that I would soon meet the walking air purifier, the hooded crone,
Hooded
the
crone, how
ninja
dare
wonder, the
you.
noseless wonder, the walking tower of armor, and the fire wizard with the eternal frown.
Walking air purifier.
Did she use those exact
Yes.
words?
You know soothsayers. They always speak of the
Exactly,
riddles.
they're fools.
Where was I? Oh, right. Let's fight.
Hold on a second. Did I hear you right? Your soothsayer spoke of a dark path.
Yes?
Another villain, I
Yes.
suppose?
It seems so.
Guys, I don't have time for this. So are we going to fight or what?
Please, stranger. This is just a big misunderstanding. Please put down your weapon and I'll explain everything.
All right then. Explain.
My name is Darth Sidious, and this is my apprentice, Darth Vader.
Matching titles. How cute.
This is Fire Lord Ozai, Lord Voldemort, Lord Garmadon, and Sauron. Now, would you be so kind as to introduce yourself?
Hold on. None of you seriously know who I am. I guess being infamous isn't what it used to be.
Yes.
Anyway, I am Lord Shen, the Feathered Fury, and the ruler of
Yes,
China.
yeah, that's pretty cool.
Dark Lord Shen.
Dark Lord? Really? My appearance alone should dispel such foolish notions.
Oh, so just another villain. Got it.
Okay.
Hey!
And what is
That so-called villain, Palpatine, murdered Poe's mother and burned down the entire Panda empire, civilization, because of that soothsayer, remember? So he's a lot more of a villain than you are, you pathetic fool. What did you do? Kill your master? Good lord.
is this little session anyway?
That's
Do I smell
all
good
you're
well?
famous for, being the
Is this
Senate.
a cooking club?
You have a good nose.
No, we are not a cooking club. That's just a side activity.
Then who are you?
We are the consortium of
Congress
Dark
of
Lords.
Darkness.
Aren't we the assembly of evil?
Oh my god, not this again.
We really should hold an official vote on what to call
Indeed.
ourselves. This just makes us look bad in front
Yes.
of newcomers.
The important thing is that we are Dark Lords from all over the multiverse who are trying to conquer it.
Well, at least some of us try.
You are Dark Lords? Really?
Isn't it obvious?
Excuse me. But you seriously want me to believe that this parade of fashion disasters and mistakes is some sort of great villains confederacy trying to conquer the multiverse?
Yeah, pretty much.
What does wardrobe have anything to do with being a Dark Lord?
Exactly. Fashion is irrelevant.
know.
Power and fear are what matter.
Oh, darlings, how adorably naive. Let me enlighten you. Appearance is everything. You cannot call yourselves the conquerors in these outfits. You'll be the laughingstock of everyone. Like Vader, for example. The all-black ensemble is so last millennium. Are you a
Indeed, very much last millennium.
It looks like you stuck a bucket on your head.
First of all, I wasn't the one who designed it. And secondly, every time I ask for a new one, I always get.
New suit? You don't need it, Vader. You just want it. Don't blame me, Vader. Blame the budget cuts.
And not to mention, this suit keeps me alive.
But the price for that is your fashion sense slowly dying. And what about you, Sauron? Spikes everywhere. So bulky, so clunky. Subtlety, my dear Sauron. Subtlety is the key to true fear.
But this is the latest fashion of the Second Age.
Honestly, should have stayed in the first one, darling. The only one here with at least a decent wardrobe is Ozai. But those colors. The last time red was in was during the Year of the Snake. Try to
You
add
have a
more
snake. That's cool.
Thank you, I guess.
Come on,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah, that is pretty
You're supposed
cool.
to be dark lords. You have to represent. You want to strike fear into the hearts of your enemies. Do it with style. Just look at me. You can be menacing and still look fabulous. My feathers, my flair, they command attention and respect.
Indeed.
This, boys, this is how you conquer worlds. With style
Oh,
and grace.
You know, I still find hard to believe that you are...
Oh yeah, also... how come Voldemort doesn't already... Like, hey, I know that voice anywhere. That sounds like Sirius Black. Reference to Gary Oldman.
Well, looks can be deceiving.
Indeed. Not to mention those magnificent feathers.
They are magnificent indeed. Thanks for noticing.
By the way, could I pluck one?
No.
I'd like to use it as a writing quill. You can't imagine how I'd stand out among my Death Eaters with such a fabulous writing instrument.
Pluck one out? Okay, let me put it this way. If any of you touch my feathers, even by tip of your little finger, I am going to kill
Oh no.
Looks like someone's parents forgot to teach them how to share.
Spring! A time of transformation.
How the hell did Voldemort know that?
Okay, but seriously, what evil deeds have you actually done?
Yeah. How can we be sure you're truly one of us?
You want to hear about my evil deeds? Very well then. There was this prophecy, as I have already mentioned, that if I stayed on my path to darkness, a warrior of black and white would stop me. The prophecy wasn't clear, but I deduced that it must have been a panda. I was furious at the moment, and I knew what
Yeah,
had to
you
be done.
killed Poe's mum and
Sacrifices were
burnt down the
necessary to secure my
panda
reign.
people.
That night, I travelled to the panda
Yeah,
settlement.
you burned it
They
down
were
with
unprepared,
wolves, apparently.
wide with innocence and confusion. But in that moment, as the first screams pierced the night, I felt a pang, a brief, stabbing remorse. For a moment I wondered, could there have been another way? A path less
So
drenched in
basically, killed all the pandas.
to be weak.
Well, not all, because Bryan Cranston is still
I
alive.
was destined to
aka
reshape
Poe's dad's still alive, apparently.
the world, and they stood in my way. As dawn broke, the village lay in ruins. There was no remorse left, and all the pandas were massacred.
Like all of them, men, women, and
So,
children too.
yes.
All of them.
I see you are inclusive to all genders and ages. That's commendable.
Okay, you are one of us. Wiping out an entire species because of a very unclear prophecy. That requires a very dark
Yes.
heart.
Wait, didn't you say you annihilated just one village? How does that count for the whole species? It isn't like this was the only village, right?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure this was the only
Oh,
panda
you
village in the
idiots,
whole
you
China.
idiot.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
I'm certain of it.
Take a look at Kung Fu Panda 3.
That one day some random panda would step on my doorstep seeking revenge? What a ridiculous idea.
And with this
You
foreshadowing,
idiots.
we will end today's episode, our dear viewers.
I was
Please
rooting
like
for you,
or
Shen,
subscribe
but
to this
then-
channel, where you can find new
And you
videos
just
like
basically, kinda shot yourself in the foot, because Poe's father and the other pandas were still alive at that time. You fool. This is why I actually did genocide the entire Time Lord. Well, oh wait, no. The Doctor did that. But yes, I committed genocide on some of the Cybermen. Yes, I did that. Yes, I definitely did. Even though they kept rebuilding themselves, that's a bit of fool's errand.
these every
Yeah,
single week.
anyway, let's have a look at this next one then.
At JP Morgan Personal Invest.
And so, I have learned that I have a son. And
So this is the next Grand Army of the Republic video.
Of fate, isn't it?
Tell me about it. My son, Lloyd, is the green
That son's for you.
to save the world. Mostly for me. You can't imagine how awkward our family
Kids
dinners are.
today.
You know what the worst part is? He didn't know I was his dad until the last
Oh,
week
damn.
either.
How did he react when he found out?
Oh,
Rather coldly.
oh, might need to cut that
I
bit
understand your
out,
pain.
because of
Garmadon,
copyright.
It is great to finally talk to someone who understands.
Yeah, you know how it is. We used to play hide and seek. Now it's more like hide the evil plan before he finds it and saves the day.
What an irony.
Yeah. Being a Dark Lord father really
Yep,
sucks.
it sure
Trust
does.
me, I know what I'm talking about.
Voldemort, for the last time, you do not have children. The Cursed Child is nothing more than bad fan fiction, and nobody takes
Correct.
it seriously.
What about you, Ozai? You mentioned you have a daughter, am I correct?
Yes, indeed. Her name is Azula. But I also have a son, Zuko.
Do you have a complicated relationship as well?
Yeah, pretty
One way to put
much.
it. While I expected greatness from Zuko, he turned out to be a big whiny
Oh,
failure.
what?
The last straw was him disrespecting me in front of my
dear.
generals. And as a result, I exiled him and left a reminder of his disobedience
Oh,
on his
boy.
face.
Does that mean what I think it means?
Don't tell me you drew a mustache on him with a permanent marker. That's cruel.
Yeah, that's
Ozai.
crazy.
Do you know how hard it is to wash that off?
God, think before you speak Voldemort. He obviously left a scar on his face from his firebending.
Oh, you can't just wash that off either.
That was really cruel of you, Ozai.
Yes.
Give me a break. It was my duty as a father.
You know,
and Fire
I haven't
Lord
actually
to teach my
seen,
son this valuable lesson in
I've
respect.
actually seen, Avatar The Last Airbender, but I heard it is a good series.
Oh, sure, nothing says Dad of the Year like giving your kid a permanent face tattoo.
Someone needs to explain to me what the heck is this series,
The guy who cut
Avatar.
his son's hand off.
That was just one time.
Are you kidding me? That's like equally as bad, maybe even worse.
Trust me, it's not that bad. He can get a robotic one. Besides, it's kind
Yeah.
of poetic. I also lost my hand in my young adult years.
Guys, can you stop with this useless debate and start scheming with me? Why is nobody taking this seriously?
You know I take this seriously, Sidious.
Yeah, I know I can count on you, Ozai, but the rest needs a push in the right direction.
Indeed. We really could use a Dark Lord that would tip the scales in
Oh,
our
damn.
favor.
Oh look, Sauron is here.
And who is
Yeah,
that?
who's that?
So, how do you maintain your helmet?
I've been using a blend of ancient oils.
Oh my goodness,
coconut
it's Shredder.
shine, and a hint of eucalyptus for that fresh evil scent.
Nice. Hey guys, look who I found on my way here. Let me introduce you to my colleagues. This is Ozai, Garmadon, Lord Shen, Voldemort, Darth Vader, and Darth Sidious.
Welcome, stranger. And you happen to be?
I am Oroku Saki, the leader of the Foot
damn.
Clan, but you can call me Shredder.
Oh damn.
What was that?
What was what?
That sound.
I don't know what
When you said shredder.
What's that sound?
See that sound?
Oh, you mean my Shredder sound?
That's a Shredder sound.
Does that always play when someone says Shredder?
Also, yes, I know of Shredder. He's the Ninja Turtles guy. That's cool.
Can I have a jingle too, Master?
You already have one that's called Imperial
Isn't the sound of your
March.
respirator enough of a theme song?
Yeah.
How do you do this anyway?
I was
Dude, you already have a jingle. It's called Imperial March. That's all Anakin start deeds.
How do we name him?
I think I will call him Shredder.
Anyway, perhaps we should tell you about ourselves. We are...
Yes. Sauron already told me about you and your Congress of Darkness.
Oh, did he?
Except we are the Consortium of Dark Lords.
Guys, I thought we agreed on no naming until an official vote.
I would personally call it the Nefarious
Yeah, that
Convention.
could work.
But whatever.
So you know about our plan to conquer the multiverse?
Conquering the multiverse. He didn't tell me about that. I only know you have a cooking club. And that Vader
I've
gets
already
very
conquered
useful
several
financial
thousand
advices.
That is
multiverses
indeed
already.
true.
It's just another Wednesday for
Depends on
me.
the country.
Japan.
Well,
Japan's
I'm
cool.
not 100% expert on the Japanese tax system, but I can try.
No.
Japanese tax system.
No. Our main goal is to conquer the
Where the heck is there a Japan in Star Wars?
multiverse, to which we would gladly appreciate your assistance.
That actually sounds like a very interesting idea. It wouldn't be the first time I've teamed up with beings traveling through dimensions. Perhaps such an alliance could be mutually very beneficial.
Hold on, I just have to ask. Where the hell are these
Yeah, where are they
blades
coming from?
What do you mean? They came from my hand gears.
Yeah, but those blades are like the size of your whole arms, while your hand gear covers roughly your forearm.
Now that you mention it, I never thought about that. My blacksmiths are obviously more crafty than I give them credit. Anyway, I will gladly join your coalition. There is just one matter I need to take care of before. Those pesky turtles.
Turtles?
Yeah. There are these 4 mutated ninja turtles that keep foiling my
damn.
plans.
Ninja
Turtles?
Really?
That's
That doesn't
crazy.
sound like very dangerous.
Yeah, they don't sound very
Come on,
dangerous.
Voldemort. You have no right to speak. You're fighting
Hey.
teenagers.
But they are at least wizards.
They are very well trained in the martial art of ninjutsu. They shouldn't be underestimated.
I wouldn't underestimate the turtles either. I've heard stories of a powerful warlord who, with his brother in arms, led a mighty army. And it just so happened that he was a tortoise.
Oh, you're talking about Uguay.
I've heard he's
Oh, you're talking about Uguay and Kai, of course.
truly the master of kung fu.
Uguay.
I wonder what happened to him.
Who in their right mind would even think about training turtles to be ninjas?
That would be my longtime enemy. That treacherous rat Hamato Yoshi.
A treacherous rat. Figure of speech.
No, literal rat.
No, he's like a literal rat now. From my understanding, he's been mutated by the same mutagen as those damn turtles.
Before you go checking out,
Oh, damn. I did not. Oh, yeah, there's this whole thing with a...
Sad cupboard meal for one.
where basically there's this mutation that turns people into animals for some reason.
Before you arrived, we were having a conversation about what it's like to be a father and a Dark Lord.
And we also figured out that someone should call child service on Ozai.
Go to hell, Garmadon.
Dude, you literally cut your
really
son's
poor.
arm off,
Do you have
Vader.
any children, Shredder?
With this face of mine, no chance.
Speaking
Also-
of which,
Then again, technically, I committed genocide, well, on my children. By that I mean the hybrids that I accidentally created, yes. And of course I killed my own father temporarily. By that I mean Davros, but yeah, and not saying father or son of the year, but it's kind of the same, I guess. Plus they weren't paying for child support, so neither was I, so I destroyed them both.
what happened to it?
It happened when I was trying to claim my vengeance on Hamato Yoshi, but in the heat of battle, my rage betrayed me. The flames consumed my flesh, leaving me with this burnt face, a constant reminder of my failure.
Dude, no way. My face was also disfigured by burns during a battle with my enemy.
Really?
Oh, so that's why you wear that hero suit?
Yes.
Yeah, you should have seen him when I found him after the battle. He looked like an overcooked marshmallow.
I've always wondered what you look like under the mask. Can we see it?
Oh, no way.
Come on, Vader, don't be a possum chicken.
Yeah, how bad can it really be?
Fine. But only for a moment, and only if Sauron shows his face too.
I already told you it's just a ball of flames underneath.
Yeah, it's literally a ghost, a spirit demon in that armor. There isn't really a physical form inside of Sauron. It's more of a, he just wears the armor, and basically it makes him 10 times more powerful that way.
Know my terms.
Ooh, fine.
It's a leg of Sauron.
As I said, the bowl of flames.
Satisfied. Now you, Vader.
Okay, fine. Just be gentle.
Don't worry, we will... Oh, I didn't expect that.
And this guy got laid? You've got to be kidding me.
Let me guess. You have a great personality?
I've seen cliffs eroded by time look less worn than your face.
To be fair, I didn't always look like this. I was really handsome when I was
Yes,
young.
you're Anakin.
You still ended up better than my daughter's ex-boyfriends. They met a fate worse than
Wait,
death.
Tell me about it. My daughter can be very fierce with her boyfriends as well.
Hold on. Your daughter. Didn't you say you have no children?
No, sorry. I was talking about Karai, my adoptive daughter. She is not my biological child.
Whose daughter is she then?
Her mother was Tang Shen. She was the love of my life until... Sorry, I don't want to talk about it.
You're among friends here. Confide in us. You'll feel relieved.
Indeed. Even Dark Lords need a therapy session from time to time.
Until Hamato Yoshi took her from me. He poisoned her mind against me with his lies and deceit. She could have loved me. She would have loved me, if not for him. He's the one who made me into the monster that I became that day. The day Why should I tell you any of this anyway? None of you would understand my pain.
You're not the first one to think this way.
And what do you know of it? You can't begin to comprehend what I've lost.
Believe me, I understand your pain more than you know.
I highly doubt that.
Oh, we know exactly.
After I became Darth Vader, Obi-Wan, my former master, turned love of my life against me. And in my anger, I...
killed her.
I killed her. I didn't mean to. I was trying to save her. To save us. But I lost control. In the end, I deprived myself of her. The only thing that made me happy in my life. Now, I am left with nothing but the hollow emptiness of my own actions.
But the hollow emptiness of my own actions. It seems you indeed understand. I never thought I would meet someone who can truly recognize my pain.
Neither did I. Want to grab some coffee and talk about our mutual suffering?
Sure.
Hilarious.
Why not? Do we both agree that Obi-Wan and Hamato Yoshi are to blame?
Oh, most
Yes,
definitely.
indeed.
Wait, let me get this straight. So Yoshi stole his girlfriend, so he stole their child in return?
I killed Davros, but I do not feel remorse for anything that I have done. I cannot feel remorse for fools who usurp my power.
It seems so.
As a person, I probably should condemn it. But as a Dark Lord, I greatly respect what he have done.
Well, I guess with this, we will end today's episode.
Is no one going to talk about
Please give it a
Garmadon's
like
wife.
or subscribe to this channel where you can find new videos like these every single week. If you would like to directly support my channel, check out my Patreon. Link is in the description. See you soon, and as always, for the Republic.
Yes. Anyway. So now we have this next video that's made by Egg.
You might.
Let's have a look. So this is Godzilla, Legendary Godzilla, Gypsy Avenger versus Titan versus what's Mega Godzilla? I think you mean Mecha Godzilla. There's no such thing as a Mega Godzilla. So yeah, this is the only video we're gonna be able to watch because I need to make room, obviously. That's a Muto, by the way. What the hell is this? Who is this guy? Who's Mega Godzilla? I think you mean Mecha Godzilla, you idiots. That's fine. I don't think I know this thing. It must be a typo or something. Why is he called Mega Godzilla? There's no such thing as a Mega Godzilla. Who's Titan? Who's that? Was that the robot thing, the Gypsy Avenger, or whatever his name is? I can't remember, but what's that? What is this? Who's this? Is that the Titan? Okay, what's going on, Giratina? Please enlighten me on what the hell is going on. Yeah, there's no such thing as a Mega Godzilla. It seems like a... Yeah. Again, what are these videos? Also, that looks very custom made. Not dogging on it. Not dogging on this whole thing. It just seems a bit odd. I don't know what's going on. Why is there Mega Godzilla? Why is there why are there worms? What are the worms for? Who are these worm creatures? And why is there Muto that is... yeah, why is there Muto? What the hell is going on? Bro, you need to explain what these are before I react to these, because I don't know what these are about. Right. Yeah, like, who's this guy? Why is there worm creatures there? You need to explain to me what these videos are, otherwise I'm not going to understand them. And I'm not going to be reacting to these types of things. Because I do not understand what's going on. I mean, sure, the video's good, but I don't know what's going on. Why is... is going on? Who is this creature? Why does he exist? What's going on? But yeah, you need to thoroughly explain to me what's going on, otherwise I'm not going to understand the context of this video. But it's whatever, it's their decision, it's their labour of love, they can do what they want. But again, Giratina, you need to send me videos that actually I'm gonna understand, otherwise this stuff, I don't know what it is. Maybe send, yeah. Maybe send, I don't know, like Dalek videos or something, but this literally makes no sense. What's going on? Wait, is that the end of the video? Oh, for fuck's sake, this shit. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's happening. Like, who's this guy? I need to know the origin of these things, or like the first video, otherwise I'm not gonna know what these types of videos are like this. So where's this from? Where's this from? Where is this from? Who's I don't get what's going on. You need to show me previous videos in order for me to understand it, because I'm not getting it. I mean, sure, it's a fine video, but I don't get the context of what's going on. Oh damn. Okay, good video. Still don't know what's going on. Right. Who is this? Am I supposed to get what's going on in the story? Because I don't know what that was all about. But anyway, we got this next two videos made by Harry Alpha Scrapper. The first is Daleks talking about Red Dwarf, apparently.
We have never watched Red Dwarf. We are not familiar with content. We've never watched anything on BBC Two. All Earth television is human.
Indeed.
The works of Shakespeare were written by a
Yes.
Dalek. All Beethoven symphonies were written by a Dalek. What about Mandy by Barry Manilow? Was that one of ours? It was not. I didn't think so. We have nothing more to say. We have never seen.
I've never seen Red. There's a thing. I've never seen Red Dwarf either. I haven't even seen what the context of Egg M's videos are, or what's going on. What is going on? I I can't really understand it. The video was good, I just don't know what was going on.
Exterminate! 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 That light bulb gag was funny though, from Series 6. Remember that? What? When they wanted to go to Red Alert.
What?
Patterns are impaired. You are not behaving.
I thought you didn't see,
Exterminated! All I said was it was funny. That make with a light bulb. Exterminate! They said to you, but
funny video. Yeah. Yeah, not, good video. But yeah, I haven't seen Red Dwarf myself. I do want to have a look at it, but I prefer, Doctor Who, but anyway. Oh god, this is copyrighted.
Speak! Tetrapoint now approaching Architrix as the Architrix and
Architrix, I remember this.
Without question, the time calls here. Soon the Daleks will attain their greatest
Correct.
The effect of the element is growing
Impossible.
Galaxy center rate of destruction is Gallifrey relative 18 light years per second. Is the destruction radial? Yes, and exceeds our predictions by 23%.
Oh.
In 6 hours, Galaxy 17A53 will be destroyed, and the effect uncontainable.
Oh damn.
Our forces, they must take the council chamber at
Correct. Impressive video. Thank you, Harry Alpha Scrapper, with those 2 videos. We got a Yarn Hub video apparently now.
Has been stalking a British armed merchant cruiser for hours. The U-boat has surfaced so it can keep up with its target. And Korvettenkapitan Werner Hartenstein keeps his distance to avoid detection. He watches through his periscope as the target chugs along. The British are completely unaware of the danger closing in. And as dusk falls, some cabins ignore the strict lookout order. Each glowing window helps Hartenstein to line up his shots. He grins. He's one step closer to an iron cross. Calling out the targeting information, he gives the crew their orders to attack.
Zielwinkel 90 Grad, Geschwindigkeit 14 Knoten, Entfernung 1500 Meter.
An alarm sounds across the submarine as torpedoes are prepared for launch.
Rohr 1, los!
A 22-foot-long torpedo rushes out of the tube and races towards its target. Calling another shot, Hartenstein launches a second torpedo.
Hey?
He counts down the seconds as the torpedoes race towards the starboard side of the ship. Watching through the scope, he can see a massive spurt of water emerge as the first torpedo strikes the British merchant cruiser right in the center. Water rises high into the air and then falls away, revealing a massive hole in the hull. Just moments later, a second torpedo slams into the vessel, striking closer to the bow and shaking the entire ship. Hartenstein watches with satisfaction through his spyglass as the British ship begins keeling over to starboard. As he watches, he sees survivors dive from the stricken ship into the sea.
Survivors die.
On board U-156, the radio operator calls out. He's intercepted a distress signal from the cruiser.
Achtung, Achtung! Das versenkte Schiff ist die Laconia. 19.695 Tonnen.
A cheer goes up among the men. It's a massive prize. But with a distress signal sent out, it's only a matter of time before Allied air and naval vessels close in.
Allied and naval.
Hartenstein wants to try and capture the Laconia's captain.
Fahrt voraus. Kurs auf die Laconia. Backbord 5 Grad.
The cold night air hits him as Hartenstein emerges from his hatch and stands on the bridge. All the while, he's looking for any sign of the enemy captain as he closes in on the sinking British giant.
Oh dear.
The stricken ship is listing hard to starboard, and able seaman Jim McLaughlin is stranded and grasping hold of the railings. He watches as all around him is a scene of total chaos.
Oh
and
shit,
panic.
that's
The ship is packed with
crazy.
military and civilian passengers. Men, women and children rush
Yep,
to the lifeboats
that's
as they
pretty,
attempt to escape the sinking Laconia.
insane.
Jim looks down over the port side. His best chance is to jump into the water from the hull side. But he just can't face the drop. So he slides down the deck towards the starboard side.
But is this in,
lowering himself into the water and swimming as fast as he can away from the sinking ship and out.
Oh yeah,
into the
this is
black side ocean,
1942, so this is World War II.
He's elated
Okay.
to spot a floating wooden raft up ahead. Already sheltering on the raft is his friend, Davy Jones.
Bloody hell, Jim. Give me a hand.
Davy pulls Jim up onto the raft. Shivering, the men are dejected as they watch the Laconia's stern rise up and its propellers are lifted high into the air. Meanwhile, half a mile away in the U-boat, Hartenstein scans the ocean. The sea is filled with overcrowded lifeboats and even more people clinging to the sides. Shouts and cries echo through the dark. They spot two men clinging to a crate who are shouting for help. But they're not shouting in English. It sounds like Italian. Hartenstein is shocked to hear Italian voices. What are they doing on a British vessel?
Holt sie raus!
Sailors rush down to the bow and drag the two men from the water. They're both shaking with cold and fear. They're brought in front of Hartenstein, and both of them plead with the captain.
Italiani, prigionieri.
A chill runs through Hartenstein's blood. The ship he's hit is full of Italian prisoners, his own allies.
Holt diese Männer aus dem Wasser!
More and more men paddle their way to the U-boat, desperate to reach salvation. The submarine crew pull up an Italian corporal who can speak some German. Finally, Hartenstein learns the truth. The corporal tells him there are at least 1,500 Italian prisoners of war on board the Laconia, along with hundreds of British women and children.
My God.
Every hour Hartenstein stays in the area puts his U-boat and the lives of his men at risk. His orders are to get out of the danger zone as quickly as possible. But this captain feels he has a duty to his allies and to the innocent civilians caught in the crossfire.
Funker, senden Sie eine Nachricht an den Befehlshaber der Unterseeboote. Erbitten Sie die Genehmigung für eine Rettungsaktion.
Jawohl.
In the distance, Jim and Davy float through the night on their flimsy raft. As the morning sun rises and beats down on them, it mercilessly bakes their salt-covered skin. Jim dangles one leg into the sea, desperate for relief. Then suddenly, he feels a sharp pain tearing through his calf. He hauls his leg back onto the raft. Blood wells from deep puncture wounds as a long, silver shape slips away beneath the surface. A giant barracuda glides below them, just out of reach.
Barracudas.
Then another shape appears, and another, circling the little raft. Jim pulls his injured leg tight against his chest. It's swelling now, throbbing with every heartbeat. He stares up at the empty sky. No ships, no planes, no sign that anyone even knows they're here. But then, Jim hears the throbbing of an engine in the distance. He squints against the glare, and his eyes pick up the sight of a German submarine.
Oh dear.
The pair watch anxiously as German sailors climb out of the tower and fan out across the deck. Jim thinks that the Germans are there to finish them off. One of the sailors gets closer to the bow, closing in on the machine gun. Jim's heart beats rapidly as he prepares for the end. But the sailor doesn't reach for the machine gun. Instead, he curls a long rope and hurls it towards Jim and Davy.
Catch, Engländer!
Hartenstein has received permission to conduct a rescue, and he thinks his enemies deserve to live just as much as his allies. The German sailors drag the little raft alongside their submarine and haul the two Brits on the deck. Jim flops down, exhausted. Looking up into the face of his German savior, he's surprised to see a smiling face peering down at him.
Ah, Royal Navy. Well, we couldn't just leave you on the water.
Jim's pulled to his feet by the German sailors and helped across the deck for medical attention. He's the first of dozens of Allied servicemen who come aboard U-156. The submarine stays at the scene as the days pass, and Hartenstein keeps filling his boat up with survivors, Italian prisoners, British and Polish troops and civilians. The compartments and deck are soon packed to the limits, but Hartenstein still ignores
That's quite a lot of people.
He doesn't plan to leave people stranded in the ocean. Ordering the crew to lash 4 lifeboats to his U-boat gives extra space,
works.
but it brings the sub down to walking pace and makes them a sitting duck for attacks. Hartenstein's only protection is a repeated plea to enemy forces, which the radio operator sends out across all open channels. If one ship will assist the shipwrecked Laconia
W
crew,
from
I will not
Germans, I guess.
I am not attacked by ship or air force. Even with his radio message, he feels danger is still around. Out on the deck, a German sailor spots something in the distance.
Flugzeug tief an Steuerbord!
An unknown aircraft comes in close and starts circling around the submarine.
Oh dear.
It's near enough that the crew can see a White Star roundel of the United States. The aircraft is a B-24 Liberator belonging to the US Army Air Force. At the controls is Lieutenant James Dean, and he's searching the area for Laconia survivors. He gets on the radio.
Got a submarine down here. Heading down to investigate.
At an altitude of just 250 feet, Harden can clearly see the deck is packed with passengers, and the U-boat is dragging lifeboats.
Hiss die rote Kreuzflagge.
The crew rush out to the bow and quickly fix an enormous Red Cross flag over the 105mm deck gun.
Jetzt runter aufs Deck!
U-156 is totally exposed. All their lives are in the pilot's hands. The Liberator continues circling, doesn't attack. Hartenstein breathes a sigh of relief. He orders a captured RAF officer up onto the deck, and together they send a signal using an Aldis lamp. RAF officer speaking from German submarine. Laconia survivors on board. Soldiers, civilians, women, children. Up in the aircraft, Harden and his crew are confused. They've never been properly trained to read Morse code signals flashed by a lamp, and the only thing they can make out from the signal is the word German. They fly back towards their base to get into radio range with their commanders at the top secret Wide Awake airfield on nearby Ascension Island. He makes contact with his captain, Robert Richardson. Harden tries to explain the situation over the radio, but he's not really sure what he's seeing.
What are your orders, sir?
This has got to be some kind of German trick.
But they're flying the Red Cross.
Harden waits in silence while Richardson makes a decision. And he thinks about the risk of an enemy submarine finding the base.
Sink the sub at once.
Yes, sir.
Oh no!
Harden takes the Liberator around and heads back
None of us survivors on there.
He pushes forward on the control column and brings the plane down to a low level and begins his attack run. The submarine and the lifeboats get closer and closer through the cockpit glass.
Oh dear.
And if you want to fight in some of the battles that we've covered, you can with our new game, Brass Rain. It's available to wishlist on Steam. It's going to be multiplayer and free to play.
Literally killing survivors.
Wishlist Brass Rain today.
It's horrible.
Bombardier, open the
War is a horrible thing.
Roars towards U-156. It's so low that it's almost skimming the surface of the waves. On the deck, there's panic as the aircraft closes in. The soldiers jump up and wave their arms desperately above their heads, trying to call off the attack. But it's no use. Harden keeps coming.
Runter!
The Liberator comes screaming overhead, and bombs come crashing down towards the submarine. The bombs splash into the water short of the U-boat, sending up huge plumes of spray and drenching the crowded deck. The Liberator pulls up and soars away from the U-boat. Hartenstein crouches by the conning tower as he sees the Liberator come round for another attack run. The only way to save his crew is to take the U-boat down into a crash dive. But he can't do this while carrying hundreds of refugees. It's an agonizing moment, but he knows he has to give the order.
Rettungsboote kappen!
One of his sailors runs to the rear and starts chopping through the ropes with an axe. A blade comes slicing down, severing the connection with one of the lifeboats. 2 more to go. The sailor dashes over and smashes down on another rope. He cuts halfway through, but the rope is too thick. Raising the axe high, he goes to swing again. But it's not quick enough. The Liberator is screaming in for another attack run. Hartenstein throws himself onto the deck as another bomb comes whistling down from the aircraft. It's a hit. A massive, deafening explosion tears one of the lifeboats to pieces. killing several men.
Oh no!
Splinters of wood and a cloud of shrapnel fly up into the air, and Hartenstein stares in horror at the destruction. He sees the devastation as the plane comes round for another attack. The Liberator roars towards the scene and releases another bomb. The bomb lunges into the sea and detonates directly under the submarine. The blast lifts U-156 up and out of the water and throws the men on
I can't do that.
Hardin watches from the cockpit as the U-boat wallows and thrashes in the water. He's got the kill, but he can't shake the feeling that he's doing something that isn't right.
U-boat sinking. Return to base.
On board the submarine, Hartenstein rushes down the ladder and enters the control room.
Schadensbericht. Wir haben Wassereinbruch. Die Batterien sind undicht.
Hartenstein has no choice. If he wants to escape any further attack, he has to take his boat down to safety.
Raus, raus, alle raus!
It's total mayhem as the survivors dive off the deck and splash down into the water. Struggling against waves, Jim swims for his life. He battles the current and finally he's pulled up onto a lifeboat. The massive shape of the U-boat pulls alongside them. Captain Hartenstein leans down from the conning tower and shouts over the mayhem.
Set your course north, northeast. The coast of Africa is 700 miles away. I wish you good luck.
He salutes the survivors and rushes back inside his submarine. Jim watches as U-156 sails away and disappears under the waves. He and the others in the lifeboat are now alone, far from land. It took the survivors 24 days to get to land. Low on food and water and with a sea full of predators, their numbers fell every night. But finally, they arrived in Nigeria. Altogether, less than half of the roughly 2,800 people on board the Laconia survived the sinking. Captain Werner Hartenstein was killed a year later during a U-boat patrol in May 1943. In response to the American attack on U-156, Admiral Karl Dönitz issued the Laconia Order, which forbade German U-boats from making any attempt to rescue survivors in the future. If you want to see another brutal story of men battling a U-boat, click this link and watch how a Catalina crew sank a submarine, then fought to survive in the freezing ocean.
That was good. I liked it. Anyway, my fellow subjects, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you, YarnHub, for making another awesome video. Anyway, see you all in the next video then, viewers. Farewell!